Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another fear for you. So many of you know I started this journey because of Michelle Poler, the person who founded 100 Days Without Fear, the channel. And she inspired me, so that's why I started this journey. So one of the things that Michelle talks about is, if you haven't checked out her TED Talks and her teaching, you should definitely check it out. One of the things she said was that ultimately our fears come down to 7 categories. Pain, fear of danger, fear of disgust, fear of embarrassment, fear of rejection, fear of loneliness, and fear of control. And I pretty much agree with that. I couldn't think of anything else that could lie outside one of those categories. So one of the things that I took from there was, yeah, I get a fear of embarrassment a lot sometimes. And so I thought, what better way, obviously I can't reenact or do something I don't think I can do. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess there are fears that I could face that would make me address my fear of embarrassment. But I thought, since I haven't really done that, well actually I guess, yeah. I guess the fear number 4, when I walked around with my makeup all on, there was a bit of fear of rejection and then fear of embarrassment. Because you feel silly and look silly. Anyways, I just thought that I would share a story with you guys. It's an embarrassing story. Obviously, it's harder to share embarrassing stories because you don't want to repeat it and then be embarrassed all over again. But I thought, why not? It's a good thing to laugh at ourselves. And it's something that I actually shared with some of my friends because I thought it was just hilarious. It's nothing that big and it's simple. Embarrassing things happen to me all the time. So maybe I probably will share more stories like that. If you guys are interested, maybe like a story time segment, let me know. But yeah, so I'm gonna share one embarrassing story with you today, and it's gonna be me facing my fear of putting something out there, not just amongst friends or family, but out there in the public, of a story. An embarrassing one. Again, it's something that big of a deal, but to me, it was a big deal and it was embarrassing. So my husband calls me every day for lunch, and we do that as a check-in time just to catch up, I mean, because we miss each other and whatnot, lovey-dovey stuff. But this particular day, I was talking to him on the phone and I get another call on the other line, so I on the Android, there's an option to swap. So I press the swap button and I swap over to the incoming call, and happened to be the delivery boy who was delivering my lunch. And my lunch that day was wings. I love wings. I love like barbecue. Well, not barbecue wings. I actually like buffalo wings. I love spicy things. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I was ordering my wings and the delivery boy is like, oh, I'm on my way or something like that, or, you know, can you tell me what floor you are or something. I forget what he asked me. All I know is I had to talk to him on my phone while I had my husband on the other line. And I was done talking to him, so I swapped back. For some reason on the Android Samsung, when you swap back, the other line stays open and doesn't really disconnect, so it just stays in the background. But it's not like they can hear the conversation run like that. So I go on talking to my husband, and we're talking about like how much we miss each other. And I was like, you know, he was like, oh, I miss you so much, can you send me a photo? And I was like, yeah, definitely, I'll send you a photo after I get off the phone with you. And so we're done talking, and I hang up the phone on him. Now that I got off the phone with him, I was gonna send him that photo. So once I hang up the phone, there's this option to immediately text back or call back the person you just ended the call with. So I immediately just pressed the message button on the phone, and I started texting him pictures. After I had gotten my wings came in, my lunch came in, I took a picture of me biting down on my wing, like all like sexy and stuff, right? Because eating a wing can be so sexy. And then I took another cutesy picture where I'm just like posing all cutesy. I don't know if which one I took first, but I know I took one or the other. And I sent him both the pictures, and then I'm like, babe, you should really get Snapchat, so, you know, during the day we can send each other snaps. I think the way I phrased it though was like, you should get Snapchat so we can send each other snaps. I put my phone away and I get to editing and working on my video, and I see I get a couple text messages in, and I'm looking at my husband's number and nothing comes in. And then when I look at my phone carefully, I see this random number that texts me saying, who is this? And I go to open it up, and I'm like, holy cow. I just sent these pictures and texts to the delivery boy. To the delivery boy. And it gets weirder. His first response to my message and text is, who is this? Which a normal person would do. And then it's like he responds with his Snapchat name, which I found hilarious. And I'm like, oops, wrong number, sorry. And I was just dying afterwards, and I was just dying of embarrassment because all I could think about was, one, these pictures are not from my husband, nothing provocative or anything like that, but like, it's me being all silly and foolish, and you know, these are things that I only do with people that I'm close to, or just my husband, period. So for him to get these photos was just even funnier. And then to top it off, the delivery boy who just finished delivering my chicken wings, one of those photos is of me biting down on that chicken wing. And it just looks like I'm a pervy, weird woman. Like, what? That was a horrendous experience. I was like, from now on, whenever I call this place, I'm never answering the door. Like, my husband's always gonna answer the door to get the food. I'm never ordering lunch from there again, because it's just embarrassing. I'm afraid of seeing that, like, that delivery boy again. And yeah, it's just so awkward. It's so weird. He probably thought I was trying to hit on him, and it's too weird. Yeah, it was kind of funny, so I did laugh at myself, but before I laughed at myself, I cringed at myself. You know when you do something so embarrassing, you're just like, oh, no, 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 why did you do that? That's what I did to myself that day. Thank God it wasn't like something more revealing or like, you know, naughty. But yeah, it was still embarrassing nonetheless, and weird, and awkward, and embarrassing. So that's my embarrassing story, and it is what it is. Now you guys know, now you see the photos too, so it's out there. And anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this whole fear-facing thing, and most of all, I hope it encourages you guys to face your fears. And if you guys have any ideas, or if you want to team up together and face a fear together and you live in the New York City area, let me know, comment below. I am loving this whole journey. It's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting to be able to face things I've never faced before. I've pushed back and never had a chance to just like tackle it on, and I actually have a few more fears lined up, so I hope that you guys continue to stay tuned and follow me in this journey and even join me in this journey. I know a couple of my other friends, I know a few people who have actually joined me in the journey, and I've connected them right back to Michelle's channel, because that's where you want to get all your info from. She's the amazing person who took the first step in starting this whole 100 Days Without Fear journey. So make sure you check out her website and her channel. I'll link all of that below. On a side note, if you guys are wondering why my face is all done up, I did not do my face up this way just to share this story, but I just finished filming a tutorial, which should have gone up already, so I'll link it below as well, or I'll link it right here if you're interested in seeing that tutorial. If not, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that you're absolutely beautiful, and until next time, bye. Mwah. Lightweight, so it's not super greasy. Sometimes when I wash my hair,